Welcome to Mount St. Mary's second grade class. My name is Ruth Berliner, and this is the 5th year that my second grade class has read for saluting new readers. Thank you so much, Mr. Martin. And we are ready to read.
My name is Alex Bevan, and I am reading A Bad Case of Stripes. Camilla Crane loved lima beans, but she never ate them. All of her friends hated lima beans, and she wanted to fit in. Camilla was always worried about what other people thought of her. Today she was fretting even more than usual. It was the first day of school, and she couldn't decide what to wear. There were so many people to impress. She tried on 42 outfits, but none seemed quite right. She put on a pretty red dress and looked in the mirror. Then she screamed. Her mother ran into the room, and she screamed too. "Oh my heavens," she cried. "You're completely covered with stripes." This was certainly true. Camilla was striped from head to toe. She looked like a rainbow. Mrs. Green felt Camilla's forehead. "Do you feel all right?" she asked. "I feel fine," Camilla answered. "But just look at me." "You get back in bed this instant," her mother ordered. "You're not going to school today." Camilla was relieved. She didn't want to miss the first day of school, but she was afraid of what the other kids would say. And she had no idea what to wear with those crazy stripes. That afternoon, Dr. Bumble came into It's Camilla. "Most extraordinary," he exclaimed. "I've never seen anything like it. Are you having any coughing, sneezing, runny nose, aches, pains, chills, hot flashes, dizziness, drowsiness, shortness of breath, or uncontrollable twitching?" "No," Camilla told him. "I feel fine." "Well then," Dr. Bumble said, turning to Mrs. Green, "I don't see any reason why she shouldn't go to school tomorrow. Here's some ointment that should help clear up those stripes in a few days. If it doesn't, you know where to reach me." And off he went. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest, check it out at your local library. Hello, my name is Jordan Graham, and I'm reading Fluffy the Secret Santa. The week before winter break, Mrs. Day put on a Santa hat. "Guess what, class?" she said. "You get to be Secret Santas for the kindergarten kids this year." "Secret what?" thought Fluffy. "We had Secret Santas when we were in kindergarten," said Wade. "Our Secret Santas left us little presents every day for a week." "Presents?" thought Fluffy. "Count me in." Mrs. Day put the names of the kindergarten kids into her Santa hat. Everyone picked a name. "Pass the hat to me," thought Fluffy. "I want to be a Secret Santa too." "Did everyone pick a name?" asked Mrs. Day. "Not this pig," thought Fluffy. Mrs. Day, said Jasmine, can Fluffy? Mrs. Day, said Jasmine, can Fluffy be a Secret Santa too? For Lucky Sue? A kindergarten guinea pig? Mrs. Day smiled. Why not? She said. All right, thought Fluffy. Bring on the presents. Fluffy can give Lucky Sue lots of presents, said Wade. Give? Thought Fluffy. Hold it right there. Wade and Jasmine went over to Fluffy's cage. What should Lucky Sue's first present be? Said Jasmine. Fluffy could give her this coconut shell, said Wade. Give him my coconut shell? Thought Fluffy, not a chance. How about his chew stick, said Jasmine. Nobody touches my chew stick, thought Fluffy. It's too icky, said Wade. It is, thought Fluffy. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the book, check it out at your local library. Hello, my name is Jacob Miller, and I'm going to read There's a Nightmare in My Closet. There used to be a nightmare in my closet. Before going to sleep, I always close the closet door. I was never afraid to turn around and look. When I was safe in bed, I'd peek. Sometimes. One night, I decided to get rid of my nightmare once and for all. As soon as the room was dark, I heard him creeping toward me. Quickly, I turned on the light and caught him, sitting on the foot of my bed. Go away, nightmare, or I'll shoot you, I said. I shot him anyway. My nightmare began to cry. I was mad, but not too mad. Nightmare, be quiet or you'll wake Mommy and Daddy, I said. He wouldn't stop crying. I took him by the hand. And tucked him in bed. And closed the closet door. I suppose there's another nightmare in my closet, but my bed's not big enough for three. If you want to hear the story again, you can check it out at your local library. I'm Victoria Jocko and I'm reading poems. A piece of the sun in the sun. I'm making a pizza the size of the sun. A pizza so true to weigh more than a ton. A pizza too massive to pick up and toss. A pizza resplendent with oceans of sauce. I'm topping the pizza with mountains of cheese, with acres of peppers, pimentos, and peas, with mushrooms, tomatoes, and sausage galore, with every last olive I had at the store. My pizza is true to be one of a kind. My pizza will leave other pizzas behind. My pizza will be a delectable treat that all who love pizza are welcome to eat. The oven is hot. I believe it will take a year and a half for my pizza to bake. I hardly can wait till my pizza is done. My wonderful pizza the size of the sun. My elephant is different. My elephant is different than most elephants. That means its ears are short and fuzzy. It has feathers on its feet. It's scaly like a lizard and it's furry like a skunk. It sports a sort of auburn where there ought to be a trunk. It doesn't much resemble other elephants I find. Its tail is like a mushroom on its tiny blue behind. It cackles like a chicken and is 14 inches tall. At times I think my elephant's no elephant at all. My brother is a doodler. My brother is a doodler and he simply loves to scrawl. He doodles with his crayons on the wall. He doodles on the windows and he doodles on the door. Then doodles on the ceiling and the floor. All day he doodles everywhere. There's no place to doodle, he doodles in the air. He doodles on my pillow and my sheet. Sometimes he doodles on the bottom of my feet.
Say thank you.
Thank you for listening to me. If you want to hear some more of the poems, check it out at your local library.
My name is Charles Stevens, and I'm going to read Coyote. Coyote, the coyote, he was going along following his nose. He had a nose for trouble. Coyote stuck his nose into Badger's hole, but got bit. Coyote wanted to have a flaming red head like woodpecker, but his fur caught fire. Coyote went looking for snake, but only found trouble. Coyote was always in trouble. Coyote came to a place where earth meets sky. He heard and singing. He went up to take a look. Coyote saw a flock of birds, of crows. They were dancing. The birds spread their wings. They flew through the air and circled the canyon. Oh, if only I could fly, said Coyote. I would be the greatest coyote in all the world. Coyote calls to the crows. Let me join you, he said. This foolish coyote wants to be like us. Old Man Crow said to his flock, let's have some fun with him. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out at your local library.
My name is Kyle Anderson, and I'm going to be reading Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Jimmy Neutron barrel rolled his rocket into an upright position. Engage pulse rockets, he announced. Launch the satellite, Carl. Carl blinked. What do I do again? You're the deployment system, Carl. You just throw it. Carl held back and threw it, but the satellite landed back in his lap. Quick, Jimmy yelled. Give me your lunch. Jimmy grabbed a can of soda from Kyle's lunchbox and shook it hard and then attached it to the satellite. Popped the tab and whoosh, whoosh. The satellite shot up and spun into orbit. Jimmy high-fived Kyle. Don't try that at home. Moments later, a loud crash startled Jimmy's parents. James Isaac Neutron, Jimmy's mom yelled. What do you think you're doing up there? Just launching a communication satellite, Jimmy replied. I'm on the verge making contact with an advanced alien civilization. Aliens, his mom cried. We've warned you not to talk to strangers, she scolded. You're grounded. Pumpkin Pluto, Jimmy said to his robot dog Goddard. How could Mom ground me on the night of the grand opening of Retroland? Goddard's mechanical ears perked up and his computer screen flipped open. Sneak out, Jimmy read. Bark, bark, Goddard replied. Jimmy scratched his head. But how do I get past Mom and Dad? He wondered. I've got it, Jimmy cried. I'll use my Neutron Shrink Ray 2.0. He pulled the gadget out of his dresser drawer and made a few adjustments with the retro wrench. Zap! Jimmy shrunk himself down to the size of an action figure and strode right past his parents and out the front door. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to know how the story ends, check it out at your local library.
My name is Shelby Shepherd, and I'm going to read The Grasshopper and the Ants. The Grasshopper and the Ants. Retold by Margaret Wise Brown. Illustrated by Laura Muir. The Grasshopper and the Ants. Oh, the world owes me anything. The grasshopper was singing his song. He jumped through the fields. He almost jumped on top of some ants who were pulling giant grains of corn up and ant said the grasshopper to the ants. Why are you walking all through the day? A summer day is a day to play. We can't, said the ants. Winter will soon be here. The busy little ants did not have time to feel the warm summer sun or to run and jump just for fun. From the beginning of the day till the end of the day, they were busy pulling the corn all away. Winter was coming. They had no time to play. All summer the grasshopper sang and danced his grasshopper dance. In the grasses, when he was hungry, he just reached out and ate. And the grasshopper sang. The good book says the world provides. There's food on every tree. Why should anyone have to work? Not me. Oh, the world owes me everything. Tra-la-la-la-la. With that, he took a big swing of honey from a blue hollow that flew above his head. If you want to hear the end of this story, check it out at your local library.
Your name?
My name is Alan Ayer, and I'm going to read Cowboy Sam. Cowboy Sam put the saddle on Dandy. Big Bill came out to see him. "Goodbye, Bill," said Sam. "I am going to find the black wolf." Did the black wolf come? Said Bill. Did he come in the night? The black wolf ran after the cows in the night, said Sam. He ran after the little calves. "I will find the black wolf," he said. "He is bad." Do you want me to go with you?" said Shorty. "I want you to work on a ranch," said Sam. "I will," said Shorty. I will do good work here. I will come home soon," said Cowboy Sam. "I will want to a good dinner." "Goodbye," said Big Bill. "I will make a good dinner." "Goodbye, Sam," said Shorty. "Goodbye," said Cowboy Sam. The cows rode. Cowboy Sam rode on Dandy. And the cows walked and walked. The cows ate and ate. The cows liked green grass. They liked cold water too. The sun went down. The night came. The cows went to sleep. "I will eat," said Cowboy Sam, "when I will go to sleep." Thank you for listening and read. If you want to hear the rest of Cowboy Sam, check it out at your local library.
My name is Odessa Spears, and my book name is The Donkey Dream. Once there was a great donkey. He was walking along as usually with a lot on his back. A man was leading him, and as they walked on and on through the steering night, the donkey began to dream. He dreamed he was carrying a city with a gate and towers and temples, domes. He dreamed a child cried in the city, and doves flew around him. He dreamed he was carrying a ship, a rocking like a cradle. It shined like the moon, and the sea dancing all around. He dreamed he was carrying a fountain. It wasn't splash and sang like a child laughter. And a garden sprang from the desert sand all around. He dreamed he was carrying a rose soft as a mother's touch and sweet as the sleep of a baby. Angels stood all around. Then he dreamed he was carrying a lady full of heaven. They had come to a town, but only the village dogs learned to greet them. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to see how the story ends, check it out at the Level Library.
My name is Katie Armstrong, and I'll be reading Honey Bunny, Funny Bunny. Honey Bunny, Funny Bunny had a big brother. His name was PJ Funny Bunny. PJ Funny Bunny loved Honey Bunny, Funny Bunny very much, but he loved to tease her. Every morning, PJ pulled the covers off Honey Bunny's bed. Sometimes he poured orange juice on her cornflakes. He liked to tie knots in the sleeves of her pretty dresses. He poured blue paint in her yellow paint jar and yellow paint in her blue paint jar. He even switched the heads on her dolls. And every night at the dinner table, he just mashed carrots on her Honey Bunny's head. After dinner, he put her favorite fuzzy bunny blanket in the freezer. At bedtime, he hid under her bed and yelled boo. At least PJ can't bother me while I'm sleeping, said Honey Bunny, Funny Bunny. Then one night, while Honey Bunny was fast asleep, PJ painted her face bright green. Mom! cried Honey Bunny in the morning. Look what PJ did. Mr. Funny Bunny was very angry. He sent PJ to his room. You are a very bad bunny, Mrs. Funny Bunny said. After that, things were different at the Funny Bunny house. Honey Bunny had her cornflakes with milk. Her pretty dresses stayed nice and pretty. With her blue paint and yellow paints, she painted big yellow. Thank you for listening to me. If you want to know how the story ends, check it out at your local library. My name is Christopher Michael, and I'm reading the story called 91 Gurgur. Many years ago, when the earth was nearly the sky than it is today, there lived the first tiger. She and her mate had no babies, and so the only tiger often thought about the future, wondering how many cubs she would have. Tiger decided to visit the great god show who lived in the sky, who was king and gentle and who was kind and gentle and knew everything. Surely Show could tell her how many cubs she would have. Tiger set out on the road that led to the sky. She climbed through forests of stripped bamboo and wild banana trees, past plants carved like rooster tail feathers, and over rock shaped like sleeping dragons. At last, Tiger came to a stone wall. Beyond the wall was a garden where children played happily under a plum tree. A large house stood nearby, its colorful decorations shining in the sun. This was the land of the Great Show, a peaceful land without sickness or death. Show himself came out to greet Tiger, the silver coins dangling from his belt softly as he walked. "Why did you come here, Tiger?" he asked gently. "Oh, Great Show," announced Tiger. Thank you for listening to me read. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out at your local library. My name is Tommy Moore. I'm going to read Frog and Total Year.
Great.
Down the hill. Frog knocked at Toad's door. "Toad, wake up," he cried. "Come out and see how wonderful the winter is." "I will not," said Toad. "I am in my warm bed." "Winter is beautiful," said Frog. "Come out and have fun." "Flap," said Toad. I do not have any winter clothes. Frog came into the house. I have brought you some things to wear, he said. Frog pushed a coat down over the top of Toad. Frog put snow pants up over the bottom of Toad. He put a hat and scarf on Toad's head. Help, cried Toad. My best friend's trying to kill me. I am only getting you ready for winter, said Frog. Frog and Toad went outside. They tramped through the snow. We will ride down this big hill on my sled, said Frog. Not me, said Toad. Do not be afraid, said Frog. I will be with you on the sled. It will be a fine, fast ride. Toad, you sit in front. I will sit right behind you. The sled began to move down the hill. Here we go, said Frog. There was a bump. Frog fell off the sled. Toad rushed past trees and rocks. Frog, I am glad that you are here, said Toad. Toad leaped over a snowbank. I could not steer the sled without you, Frog, he said. You are right, winter is fun. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear how to do it, and check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Jenna Britton and I'm going to read The Great Gracie Chase. Once there was a little round dog named Gracie Rose. She was a very good dog. She helped the bigger dog watch the house. She kept the kitty company. She even sang to the fish when it was lonely. You see, Gracie lived a quiet house. She loved the kitty sleeping on the windowsill, the big dog sleeping on the couch, and the quiet fish going poop poop. For Gracie, a quiet home was the best home. Gracie Rose was good every single day of her life, except for the day the painters came. Gracie did not like the painters, but she did not know this until the day they came to her house. So when they arrived one day to the painters' Gracie's kitchen, she did not like it one bit. Here they came in a big noisy truck. There they were at the door with their clanky ladders and big person voices. There they were dragging chairs across Gracie's quiet kitchen floor. Gracie Rose watched them with her ears straight up in the air, and she was not happy. She barked and told them to go outside. But do you know what? Gracie was put outside, and she did not like it one bit. So Gracie, that silly little dog who loved a quiet house, decided to do something naughty. Gracie decided to take a walk all by herself. Someone had left the gate open, probably a busy painter. Gracie was supposed to be a good dog and never go through that gate by herself. But she did, and when she was halfway down the street, she heard someone say loudly, "Where's Gracie?" And that began the Great Gracie Chase. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, you can check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Diana, and I'm going to be reading The Night Before Christmas. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring except one small mouse. pacing the floor, the mouse said with a sigh, "I can't allow a Christmas spy to pass this house by." The house looked quite its usual array of bright Christmas trimmings were still packed away. The children were restless, asleep in their beds, while thoughts of their father remained in their heads. His ship had been lost on one dark stormy night. They heard not a word. Was their father all right? Each day they grew sadder, though Christmas drew near. How could they feel joyful without father here? Amelia the mouse knew what just she must do. She woke up her family, all 22. They scurried up quickly, confused by her haste. "Oh, hurry, we don't have a moment to waste. My dears, please go get me your ribbons and bows, your cinnamon sticks, and your scraps of old clothes. Your prizes of popcorn, cranberries, and cheese, and ornaments left us by Auntie Lucy." Then on the front porch, there's a small potted pine, placed next to the fireplace. It's sure to do fine. So working together, they opened the door and dragged the tree slowly across the hall floor. And soon the small pine tree that once stood so bare was covered with treasures the mice had placed there. Then bold little Edward, a grin on his face, was chosen to put the mouse angel in place. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Ronnie Hackluck, and I'm going to be reading Stuart Little. Chapter 1, In the Drain. When Mrs. Frederick C. Little's second son arrived, everybody noticed that he was not much bigger than a mouse. The truth of the matter was, the baby looked very much like a mouse in every way. He was only about 2 inches high. He had a mouse's sharp nose, a mouse's tail, a mouse's whiskers, and a pleasant, shy manner of a mouse. Before he was many days old, he was not only looking like a mouse, but acting like one too, wearing a gray hat and carrying a small cane. Mr. and Mrs. Little named him Stuart, and Mr. Little made him a tiny bed made out of 4 clothespins and a cigarette box. Unlike most babies, Stuart could walk as soon as he was born. When he was a week old, he could climb ladders by shinning up the court. Mrs. Little was right away that the infant clothes she had provided were unsuitable, and she set to work and made him a fine little blue worsted suit with patch pockets in which he could keep his handkerchief, his money, and his skis. Every morning before Stuart dressed, Mrs. Little went into his room and weighed him on a small scale, which was really meant for weighing letters. At birth, Stuart could have been sent by first-class mail for 3 cents, but his parents preferred to keep him rather than send him away. And when at the age of a month, he had gained only a third of an ounce. His mother was so worried she sent for the doctor. The doctor was delighted when Stuart said that it was very unusual for an American family to have a mouse. He took Stuart's temperature and found that it was 98.6, which was normal for a mouse. He also examined Stuart's chest. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check it out at your local library. Hi, I'm Gabriel Freeberg. I'm reading Coyote, where Charles left off. Coyote called to the crows. "Let me join," he said. "This foolish coyote wants to be like us," Old Man Crow said to his flock. "Let's have some fun with him." Old Man Crow turned one eye toward Coyote. "You may dance with us," he said. "Oh, thank you, said Coyote. "But I want to fly too." "Maybe you can," Old Man Crow said. Old Man Crow plucked a feather from his left wing. He told his flock to do the same. They stuck the feathers in Coyote. Coyote winched, his nose twitched. The crows cackled. "You are ready to fly," Old Man Crow said. The birds began their slow, steady chant. They hopped from one foot to another. Coyote joined the dance even though he got out of step and sang out of tune. He was very proud of himself. The crows spread their wings and soared into the sky. Coyote followed. His flight was jerky. He tilted to one side since his feathers were only from the left wing of each bird. He was off balance. He fell to the ground. "Wait," he cried out. "Don't leave me behind." "Now I'm perfect, coyotes." Did you skip a page? The birds turned to and gathered round Coyote. "We must balance him," said Old Man Crow. Old Man Crow plucked a feather from his right wing. Each of his flock did the same. Coyote cringed as they stuck the feathers in his fur. The crows cackled. "Now I'm perfect," said Coyote. "I can fly as well as the rest of you." Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to read the rest of the book, check it out at your local library.
We love reading!
What do you love?
Reading!
And where do you go to school?